We want to introduce you tonight, the McIntosh family. They represent a family behind these numbers. They're going to share their story with us tonight, and we want to introduce you to singer-songwriter Jon Mero, whose talents that I think many of you saw on NBC's The Voice.
In the fall of 2007, my mom was diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. Our family was devastated. We didn't know exactly what to do. My husband and I and our daughter were living in Madison, Wisconsin. I was working as a social worker at a mental health hospital, and I knew of the diagnosis, but we didn't know where else to go with it. So we reached out to the Alzheimer's Association. We were lucky enough to partake in the 24-hour hotline, had a care conference, and that began our journey working with the Alzheimer's Association to support our family.
In the years to come, it was a difficult thing for Shannon and I, and eventually our two girls, to be so far away and be trying to support Shannon's father as much as we could.
When we came up into the cities, we got to spend a lot of time at their house. They loved their grandchildren, and they were very excited watching them grow and become young women. My mom was very excited that my sister was going to start her own family. And that was a highlight in my mom's life because she had granddaughters, then she got grandsons.
Dancing was always a big thing for my grandma because that's the way she could show that she was happy, and she always really liked to just kind of slip away from things and just dance.
No matter where we were, no matter what time it was, whenever she heard a song, she would get up and start dancing and would want us to join in with her.
I do dance, and a recital happens every year where you get to show all of your friends and family but what you've been working on. And my recital falls on the same day as the gala, and we got asked to do this awesome opportunity to be the main family, and I knew I had to, even if that means that I can't do one of the recitals.
My dad, unfortunately, passed away unexpectedly in May of 2015. After my dad passed away, I quit my job and was a caregiver for my mom during the day. I would spend the night at home with my amazing kids and my husband, and my sister would spend the night at my mom's, and she moved in with my mom for the nights, and I moved in during the day. 7 months later, we made the extremely hard decision to move her into an assisted living facility. We'd still have her come over and go to basketball games or go watch Marissa ride horses, or she would come to Skylar's dance recitals.
Those years were unbelievable. I mean, that was the connection that we wanted to make sure that they had. She loved being around our two daughters.
My grandma was just an awesome person. A kindness just oozed out of her. She couldn't help it. She was always kind. She was just so nice to people.
She passed away in February of 2018, and I will be forever grateful for the time that we had with my mom.
I was a lonely girl. You were a light in the world. Pulled me into your ocean.
even in the early stages, she somewhat understood that what was happening was going to happen to her, and when she accepted it, she really got involved, and I think she'd be really proud to see how much we've decided to be involved.
I know one year my mom and my daughter and my sisters went together, and that was the first walk that they did. And then since then, after mom had passed, we've gone every year since. And the girls think it's a wonderful time to show their support and show that young people, as young as they are impacted.
We've become activists because once we understood what my grandma and all my family were going through, we realized that this isn't just a family thing. This is everywhere. And we feel like if we don't help, then who will? We need to show people that they can help.
I hope that everyone else does their part, because a world without Alzheimer's is a really, really great thing.
That's just the type of woman my mom was. She was there to comfort all of us and bring light and joy to our lives.
You're broken down and tired. You're living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter. But I see it in your eyes, and we gon' walk it out and move mountains and walk it out. We gonna move mountains, and I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Oh, I'll rise up, high like the wave. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. Oh, for you, for you, for you, for you.
Last year, I got a chance in a lifetime to be the representative of the white flower. The white flower represents younger people and the next generation who can help.
We knew Grandma was going to leave us at some point, and now that I'm older, it's more important that I help other people. We're all going through the same thing, and we're all here to support each other.
Both Brent and Chris would be so proud, but especially Chris, because she would love the fact that both Marissa and Skylar are becoming their own women, their own version of Chris.
We learned that even if it's hard, there's someone that we're doing it for. We're fighting for someone else to get the help that they need.
For you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take this world to its feet.
Both my parents were very big advocates for people living with Alzheimer's. They taught us how to embrace life.
We've gone through so much, but we know we have to stay strong, rise up, and make Alzheimer's known.
We have to rise up because just because our grandma is gone and our caregiving journey is over, people's are just beginning, and we need to be able to help them.